Biden administration proposes no cost coverage for PrEP drugs to combat HIV. In a significant move this week, President Joe Biden's administration proposed a new rule mandating private health plans to cover long-acting injectable pre-exposure prophylaxis, otherwise known as PrEP, drugs without cost sharing. This proposal is part of a broader effort to enhance healthcare access, which also includes requiring health plans to cover contraceptives without additional costs. The proposed rule addresses enforcement of the Affordable Care Act, stipulating that private health care plans, quote, to cover every FDA-approved contraceptive drug or drug-led combination product without cost sharing unless the plan also covers a therapeutic equivalent without cost sharing, end quote. Drug-led combination products refer to therapeutic or diagnostic items delivered via a medical device, such as a syringe. Carl Schmid, Executive Director for the HIV Hepatitis Policy Institute, emphasized the importance of this coverage requirement. He said, quote, with low uptake of PrEP among the communities most impacted by HIV, this insurance coverage requirement with zero cost sharing will help jumpstart the use of more effective forms of PrEP and lead to fewer HIV transmissions, end quote. New HIV infections continue to be a dramatic healthcare issue in America, and South Florida leads the entire nation in new transmission. Studies show PrEP is now the top way to prevent transmission of the disease. Those same studies say the major issues to meet the 2030 World Health Organization goal of no new transmissions is 1, awareness and education, 2, easing access, and number 3, costs. This new proposal meets all 3 of those goals. Mm-hmm. You know, here in South Florida, we hear it all the time. We're number 1 with STIs. We're number 1 with HIV, new infections. And as we're seeing the disparities between the ages, we've got the youth at one end, and we've had the aging population, the 50 plus, you know, increasing in those numbers. Mm-hmm. And I hear all the time, we hear companies not wanting to cover the costs. And I think it's a great way to help end this HIV epidemic. If people don't start making these policies to be effective and making sure that people are adhering to them, we're not going to be able to end this HIV epidemic.
I agree. Yeah. Healthcare is a very important choice. And also it comes out of your check as a benefit. Right. So with that being said, it's extremely important that we have this rightfully as a choice to ease our accessibility towards those things that we pay for.
This kind of proposal from the Biden administration is yet another reminder to vote, because you can be sure that Trump, Vance, and their Heritage Foundation horror show would never, ever consider something of this nature. Vote.
And it is a lesson for the LGBTQ community, because PrEP is very well used within the LGBTQ community, that you're right, elections matter. And if we want access to healthcare, vote the right way.